Yeah, guess it's just me. What's up, guys? Yeah, that's right, I hit it. Oh, you didn't think I could make it by 9:30. You said there's no way Luke's going to drive home fast enough to get here, to get home, and start the show. Let me turn myself down a little. I've got a new way, folks, if you believe this shit. I've got a new way to mix the audio myself, and I think that I've got a way to make it so it isn't all fucked up and crazy. And I think I can kind of mix it on the fly a little bit better now that Tanner's gone, but we continue on. We don't need him. That's what the people are saying. We don't need him. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the program. Yes, this is the Earnest Advice Show. I'm so excited to be here. This is a place where you can get advice. You thinking to yourself, what's this guy going to tell me? Well, I got a lot going for me, actually. I'm going to a wedding this weekend. Going to a wedding. Can you believe that? Yeah, I have friends. I have friends that are close enough to me to invite me to their wedding. No, it's a destination wedding, and that destination is very important. Des Moines, Iowa. Well, Jake, you can't be anti-Semitic if you are Jewish. Actually, there is a specific group of Jews right now that would tell you you can be, but I don't agree with them. Going to Des Moines, Iowa. It's real. I mean, the bride is from Iowa, and but what's sick is the place I'm staying is 10 minutes away from the Iowa State Fair, which is crazy. I gotta take my hat off. It's too hot. It's 10 minutes away from the Iowa State Fair, and that is what I'm excited about, because I have always wanted to go to the Iowa State Fair. That's where Kamala became brat. Des Moines. I've heard this fair is awesome. Hold on, let me pull up the show. Just so I can see if calls come in. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Iowa State Fair is brat. I hope this wedding is brat. Please. Oh, I hope this wedding is brat. If you've been watching the stream for a long time, very, very long time, before I was doing the Unreal stuff, you might recognize these clouds. I use them a lot. First iterations of the stream, Benedetto. Probably only you, but you might remember these clouds. These bastard clouds. Oh, what's the topic? There is no topic. This is just advice. I think a lot of people don't, therapy is expensive. And a lot of times kind of the therapist can be not rude enough. So this is a chance for you to hear what you actually need to hear from someone that's been around this crazy world 31 and a half times. Shout out to my hat birthday. Now, I think therapy is great. Don't get me wrong. I've been in it for a long time. I love this stuff. I can't get enough of therapy. Ooh, I love therapy. I really do. But sometimes, hey, this isn't a stream for therapy. This is a stream where we're going to tell you how it is. You know what I mean? We're going to tell you how it is. I don't know if who called in about the Warhammer shit, but that clip has gotten me yelled at more than things on the internet have in a long time. I pissed off the Warhammer people with that one, bro. I pissed off the Warhammer people with that one. They did not like the way I was talking about Warhammer, really at all. Like, they really were pissed. They keep saying who are you gonna listen to, this stupid fucking guy? Just paint if you want to paint. But every time I say, I don't know, man, it's a joke, they delete the comment. So who's winning in the end? Not me, because I am the one responding to comments of strangers on the internet. I don't know. It's like every day I'm getting a new one. And sometimes, you just, most of the time I'm good about it. I'm just like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Ooh, I saw this thing. Blah, blah, blah. They literally are giving me, it literally has hate views. It does not, the likes to views ratio, I can tell it's because people are mad about it. Because I'm getting a lot of sends. You know what I'm talking about? When you see the sends go too high and the likes aren't enough higher, you're playing with fire. Yeah, I think it used to be called Games Workshop, but now I think they just put Warhammer on it because nobody knows what the fuck Warhammer is. I put it on the R Warhammer subreddit with a burner account. You're welcome. Is that true, Zeke? Because that would explain a lot. Okay. All right. Because they are not. I'm like That's what's weird to me about that clip is I make it very clear the problem is not the painting, it's that Warhammer is expensive. But all of them are saying that it's so funny. I don't know why I'm getting hung up on this, but I'm just like, you guys, what I'm saying. It's like that, Warhammer is expensive. That's like the whole thing. Like everyone can play. If you have a hobby, and it's owned by a major corporation, you're complaining about how expensive it is. You know what I mean? Let's really dig into this. So if you want a man petty enough to be talking about a bunch of fucking nerds getting mad at him on Instagram about stupid Warhammer clip, well, this is the place for you. It's expensive. Dude, I play trading card games. I know. You don't think I know? But the thing about trading cards is they come and they're nice. And then this is going to be the part 2. Every hobby is expensive. Gundams are not that expensive, or there's an inexpensive way to do it, and that's why I like them. Folks, the phone lines are open. We're taking calls. We're shooting the shit. It's a late night stream. I'm having a coffee. 9:30 at night. He's having a coffee. Well, yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. Truth hurts. But a guy like me, nighttime is my work time. You know what I mean? And thank you, Butt P-Man, for the sub. Did I say that? Welcome back, Butt P-Man. 11 months. Butt P-Man, it's almost been an entire year. Can you believe that? Butt P-Man himself. Yeah, yeah, right. It's fine. But the person was saying, how do I save money? And I was like, don't do that. New Fortnite season tomorrow. We're excited. Marvel, ooh, Doctor Doom. We can't get enough of this. I'm doing at the top of these shows, I like to do my monologue. New Fortnite season tomorrow. Yeah, it turns out the level 100 skin this season is Kathy Bates. Luke, can we get a Deadpool Wolverine review? Look, pretty simple. 2 words and an expression. What's my review of Deadpool Wolverine? I'm laughing. 3 words. Shit. I'm laughing. Sorry. I didn't go in going. I was a little. I'm laughing. I am laughing. I'm laughing. And Hugh Jackman gives a speech to Deadpool, and he puts the acting on. I was like, okay, we're seeing the best acting in a Marvel movie maybe ever. I'm laughing. Look, Young Comic fans, I understand if you weren't laughing. I understand not laughing also, to be clear. I want to be very clear. If you say I don't like that, God be with you. God be with you. But shit. When Wesley Snipes says the R word, I'm laughing. I did not expect him to say that shit. When Channing Tatum's doing the unintelligible Cajun accent, I'm laughing. When Deadpool cuts the camera and says, fuck you, Fox, unfortunately, I'm laughing. I'm just one man. And I'm laughing. I don't know what to tell you. I'm laughing at this shit. I really am. I can't not laugh. And I'll tell you what, as someone that in his life has gone from watching every Marvel movie to almost none, best one in 5 years, easy, only one I've enjoyed, I'm laughing. It is a bit childish. It's Deadpool, baby. He's the merc with a mouth. Sorry. It's childish, and I'm sorry you're an intellectual. Deadpool, if you called yourself an intellectual in front of Deadpool, he'd call you the F slur and shoot you in the fucking head. Sorry. Now, I don't think it's as good as Deadpool 1. I think it's better than Deadpool 2. I'm laughing. Hey, I'm just glad Marvel's got a sense of humor. And I think what it is mostly, it is a love letter to the X-Men franchise of the last 20 years and not so much the Marvel movies, and I liked that. You know what, Getaway? I feel the same way. Deadpool 2 came out 2018, 10-minute long dubstep sequence. I said, guys, this would have felt old hat 5 years ago, and you're still doing it. The fights were pretty cool. They made fun of. I like that they made fun of a multiverse. They were kind of like, "This is stupid." We're having fun, folks. I don't know. We're having fun. I'm laughing. I'm laughing. Dead ass. I'm laughing. Sorry. Zazie Beetz was great in Deadpool. Rob Mulaney. Rob Mulaney? No, that's the guy from Sunny. Who's the guy that's in the third one too? Do I remember when Breaking Bad had the dubstep sequence? No, I do not. I'm laughing. Oh, the damn Fox sign. And Thomas McFadden from Succession playing the villain. Let's see that, bro. Let's get in there. Let's give him more character work. He should be an Academy Award winner. He is one of the funniest comedic actors I think going. So even that to give it to put him to make him go TV and then get the movie stamp, big fucking franchise, made a lot of money, worth it for me, worth the price of admission. I think that guy's awesome. He's awesome. He's so funny. And he was still doing the British accent. You're like, sometimes you're like, with these British guys, is it still going to be funny when he's not talking all weird? Or when he's not talking American? He's talking all weird? I'm laughing. He's making me laugh. Sorry. Beginning scene when Deadpool's using damn Wolverine skeleton and they're playing the Bye 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 song. Well, I'm also laughing. Yep, that's the review. Thank you. Everyone I saw it with, and I saw it with a group of haters. I saw it with a group of comedy writers. That I know wanted to hate it. Everybody kind of at the end was saying, well, I didn't think it was a good movie, but I'm laughing. Comedy writers, guys. These people have written for your favorite shows. They were laughing. Your favorite show? The writers of your favorite shows low-key think Deadpool and Wolverine is goated? Sorry. What about when Deadpool made a joke about the Will Smith slap? Awesome joke. Basically unintelligible. Really, he said, get my country's name out your mouth. Most people I was with didn't even register it as a Will Smith joke because they were like, I don't understand. It's not close enough to the thing. And those are comedy writers saying it. Comedy writers. I'm laughing. Folks, if you need advice about anything, call in. I could talk about Deadpool and Wolverine for fucking hours tonight, but what I'd really love to do is tell you how to run your fucking life better, you know? I didn't like when Deadpool called people peanut, though. That really was very annoying. Yep, Canada. Hashtag Canada mentioned. I love the Will Smith slap, man. What's up, Jakey? How are you? I'm laughing, dude. I'm laughing about the Will Smith. It could have killed him. Oh, they like, whoa. No, there was no continuity, really. I mean, he could have killed him. I was doing a bit, like, that I thought was so funny, like, a year after the slap happened, when me and Wyatt and David would do sketches, and, like, I would just start talking about the slap, and, like, as if it happened yesterday. That shit was making me, I'm sorry, I was laughing at myself doing that. Just still talking about it, you just, like, still can't get over it. So funny. Sorry. Ryan Reynolds was trying to buy my favorite sports franchise last year. Well, he did, dude. Welcome to Wrexham. What's up, Sam? Make a comedy in the chat. It's the advice stream, baby. He could have killed Elmo. Oh, I forgot about that. He could have killed Elmo. I gotta be honest. I'm doing a lot of I'm doing a lot of exercise. I'm doing a lot of working out. I'm lifting, and I'm eating a lot of protein shit. And it's making my the things that come out of my bottom smell insane. I don't really know what to do about it. To be honest, I just farted and it smells so bad I feel like I'm gonna be sick. And you're not really supposed to get sick off your own. You're not really supposed to get sick off your own. I've had those protein Pop-Tarts. They sell them at my gym. They're good. They're I like them. For me, but here's the thing: it's not the protein as much as it's the sugar alcohol, dude. It's the sugar alcohol. Ugh. Come on, don't be scared. Get that little get those Jewish tummy, literally Jewish tummy. Already struggling in the bathroom, literally every single day, and then to add things like whey protein and sugar alcohols to it. It's not right, man. It's not right. Hard to Kill. I don't think I've seen that. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it looks like Sunshine and Rainbows. You make all the movies and you do all this stuff. Well, actually our tummies hurt all the time too. So being Jewish isn't as easy as it looks. All right, here we go. Got a call coming in. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your name and what do you need help with?
What's up, Luke? It's Jake.
Hey, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
You know, Jake, I'm really, really good, and I'm realizing in real time how good the new setup I have to run audio levels is, and that is making me happy.
You simply love to hear that. You
And
really
it should
do.
make you happy, too, as the guy. As the guy on the line.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I thought I had it figured out, and now maybe I
I know.
don't. But that's okay. Jake, what's up, dude?
Good, man. I'm calling in, looking for some advice.
Please, man, what do you need help with, brother?
Tomorrow, I have some viewings for some apartments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking to get some apartments for the school year,
Okay.
and I would like to know how to not fuck up the viewings so that I can get one of the apartments.
That's a good question, Jake. That's a good question. Now, Jake, permit me, as you're a friend of the show, to fuck around with the audio for 1 second. Just for 1 second. You can
Go
give
ahead,
me
brother.
that, can't you? You can give me that, can't you, Jake?
Of course, anything.
You can give me that. Oh, shit. Why is this fucking piece of caca boo-boo not showing up? Oh, there we go. What? Hold on. It wouldn't be a Luke Man stream without a few tech issues, Jake? Jake?
I know that's right.
I know that's right. Well,
I know that's right.
Well, my big plan, well, it didn't really work so good, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay.
Growing
Cool.
pains.
Beautiful.
Growing pains.
So, okay, is it, now I guess here's the question. Because you're still in school, right, Jake?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you looking at apartments that are typically taken by people who are still in school, or you're looking at real adult apartments?
The former.
The former. Are you going with any roommates, or just you?
Just me.
Don't have any motherfucking stains on your shirt, and speak the fuck up. Don't stutter. That's what all you got to do. Because you're not really a liability to them. You're not a bunch of boys. I mean, you're not a girl, which is what they want. They probably want a group of girls. That's who you want to rent your college apartment to.
That's correct.
But you know what, man? Listen, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Freshly laundered clothes go a good way. What's the fit for tomorrow, Jake? What's the fit?
I just got a t-shirt and shorts. Got to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. What kind of shorts?
It's jean shorts, to be clear.
Okay. Can we gussy it up a
I'm
little bit?
I know I'm not dressing my best. I'm not dressing my best, but it's all I got.
You got anything with a damn bottom part of the pants to turn those shorts into pants?
Well, look, it's summer.
Okay, it's summer. How hot is it going to be?
Well, it's going to be. I'm going to try and figure out.
Tell me the Celsius. I can do the conversion.
80s.
80s Fahrenheit?
80 Fahrenheit.
80s
Yes.
Fahrenheit. You can wear pants in 80s, bro. I'm saying, Sam got it right. Dress like you're going golfing. I really mean this. This is real earnest advice. Now, you thought I was gonna fuck around. Oh, smear doo doo on your face, run in the apartment screaming, draw hate symbols on the wall. No, fucking show up, clean pants, get a collared shirt, go to Marshall's tomorrow. When is the viewing tomorrow?
1 p.m.
1 p.m. You got Marshalls in Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, go to one of those, go to Marshall's, go to clearance rack. Find the most normal collared shirt you can, button down. And you could do short sleeve if you're doing long pants, but wear a motherfucking collar or a polo, khakis and a polo shirt. Here's what I'll tell you. I've had a great luck with apartments and houses in my life. Here's how I've done it. I have lied through my motherfucking teeth. I've lied about finances. I've doctored. I've literally photoshopped finances to make myself look like I was more able to afford a place that I couldn't afford. Parody. Actually, I didn't do that, but you know what I'm talking about. I have lied and made up pay stubs. I believe that it is all, as long as you don't fuck up their apartment, which I know you won't, Jake, because you're a responsible young man. Say whatever and do whatever you need to do to get your ass in there. Truly, I really believe this.
You know, you're right.
And Jake, wash your damn hair. Nobody wants to see you showing up with a greasy ass hair. Everybody gonna be like, nobody wants to rent their place to a guy who looks like he got damn pit stains on the undershirt. All right, dog.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else?
That's about it. I appreciate the advice.
Are you gonna take the advice? Because I feel like you're not. Jake, it feels like the way you're answering me, I feel like you're kind of brushing it off. So I want to hear are you going to take it? I mean, be honest with me. If you're not, that's okay, but let me know.
The issue is certain circumstances do not permit me to do some of the things you said.
Okay.
However, I recognize you are right. I'll say it.
Okay. Okay. All right. I mean, I obviously want to know more about which ones can you not do?
Well, like, I'm currently in a hotel.
Okay.
And I don't have like a polo shirt or like khaki pants.
Okay.
Know?
How are you getting to the apartment?
I will be taking a bus.
Okay. It's at 1 o'clock. Dude, I don't know. Yeah, you're in a hotel. That doesn't mean you can't. I'm like, literally, go to Marshall's. Literally, you take the bus line, you get off, you find Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross, literally any of these things. For I would say less than $30, you can get shirt and pants. I really believe this. You buy them. You say, you just don't tell anyone you're doing this. You go back. You say, I bought these. I got to change. You don't even tell anyone this. You change into it in the changing room at Marshall's. You walk out. Someone gives you shit. Show the receipt. I mean, it's a done deal, dude. A hotel or not. Now, if it was an 8 a.m. thing, you know, that's one thing. But you got time, brother. You got a whole morning to get your fit right.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I don't feel like you're going to do it. I don't feel like you're going to do it, Jake. And that's fine.
No, I'm thinking about it, and I really mean that.
What's holding you back?
Just the idea of doing it, because it sounds annoying to do.
Right.
But
do you want to live in an apartment, or do you want to live in the fucking dorms again?
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'm fucking right. Now follow my advice, bitch. All right, Jake. Thank you for calling in, man. I love you. All right, we got another call coming in. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your name? What do you need advice on?
What's up? It's Sam.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? What do you need help with this evening?
Okay, on the moving tip, because I'm going to be moving soon, and
Mhm.
I've been asking people, and no one's responded. Okay, what do I need? I've been in the place I've been in for 8 years.
Okay.
What do I need to do before I leave? Like, I'm similar to Jake, where like I don't have the means, at least in my mind, to like fill every hole or
Yeah.
like repaint or any of
Yeah.
that kind of shit. And I feel like if you've been there 8 years, that there's some kind of pass where it's like, okay, the house is going to be a little fucked up, you know, little board, you know, there's like little things all over the house. But I feel like if I submit work orders, they're going to be like, you fucked up our house.
Right.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
look.
What do I need to do?
I mean, here's what I've never lived in a place for 8 years, but I kind of feel like at this point, I mean, how badly do you need the security deposit? And B, I would almost be like, well, I'm just going to take the L on the security deposit because that's like $2,000 from 8 years ago.
Yeah, like I'm fine not getting it back. I just don't want to be charged because that happened to me once. Speaking of college dorms,
Uh-huh.
where they charged us for something that we didn't like. We still contest that they made it up, but some sort of like damage in the kitchen, and they charged us like $200 each. And my landlord is a mean old lady from Orange County
Uh-huh.
who like wouldn't fix shit, like is just a cheapskate or whatever. So that's more my concerns. I don't want to get charged.
I don't
what
think
do you
you
think
I don't
after
I
8
think they
years
can't
they
do
would
that
try
to
charge
you.
you for?
I don't think that's a thing as far as I know. I mean, I think that like the way they can fuck you is just be like, we're going to take the whole security deposit. But like also the trick is take pictures of that. People are giving advice. Patch and paint on the walls can save you a ton of money if you have the right paint number. It is a bitch though. I assume you have like shit all over your walls.
I don't. There's no paint. It would be a whole from scratch
Gotcha.
situation.
Gotcha. It's like bare wood or something.
No, it's like a weird cream color, and I smoke weed inside, so I don't even know. I have to wash the walls or some shit. It doesn't look gross, but it's like if I were to paint it, I feel like there would be some issue. Okay,
honestly,
yeah, Chain says there's some sort of protection.
I believe there is. I mean, we've got pretty good tenants' rights in California, and I can actually direct you to a tenants union if there is if you do have a problem. But truly, I just know, especially you said your landlord is mean. I just don't think there's any way you're gonna get that security deposit. Like, I just don't. Like, if I was a landlord,
Same.
you would just be like, yeah, oh yeah, you lived there 8 years. I can come up with fucking bullshit. Of course you can, but you should still ask and see if you can get it back, and they can see if they'll give you like an itemized receipt of everything they did, because I think they have to do that. But honestly, Sam, if I was you, with so little hope I was getting my security deposit back, I'd probably just say fuck it and just like move all my shit out and leave it. Just be like, you clean it up. Who cares?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking of doing. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't like, that wasn't abnormal.
No.
I've been seeing people posting their like posts, we're cleaning up the apartment because I'm leaving. I'm just like, I'm not doing that bullshit.
No, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I did that in our last apartment because I thought I was going to get our security deposit back. And because of a timing thing, I ended up like hiring painters to do it because I was like, oh, it'll still even out. And I like basically like broke even with what I got back and didn't really, because it was my fucking money, like I'm sort of like
the other thing.
Please.
The other thing is that I'm pretty sure there's like a huge black mold patch growing on the side of my house.
Uh-huh.
So there's also like, I could just do one of those home kits and be like, give me all my money back.
Shit, I mean, you really
that's
could.
Kind of the state of this place,
but I don't know. I think that's tough because I don't know if you could get them to fix the black mold, but I don't think you could get them to give you money.
No, like I'm leaving either way. It's just like, as I leave, I'm like, also you have to like basically condemn the place for the black mold diagnosis. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I say, like, give me my security deposit back, or this gets reported.
Yeah. I mean, why the fuck not? If it's just some mean lady in Orange County, who cares? Like, truly. I think you're totally fine.
I mean, there is technically a property management company, but they're mean too.
That's even worse. It's
worse. Like they're independent as well.
Property management companies are. Man, I was at when I was living in Burbank with people in a house in like it was an apartment, but it was like a 4-bedroom apartment. It was one of those big complexes. During COVID, this was at the start of 2021. They forcibly made they had renovating teams. They were putting a washer and dryer in to all the apartments, and you're like, okay, that's good. Really didn't want them to do it in the middle of COVID, and they like couldn't understand why we would even a little bit care about that. And we were trying to say, like, can you just wait? And they were like, oh, no, we can't. And then we realized they had all the right to, and we were pretty fucked because I ended up calling a tenants union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it SIG?
No. I don't remember which one it was. It's Indy. Oh, it was called the Indy Glendale Collection, which is the dumbest name I've ever fucking heard for a property manager. Indy Glendale. It sounds like a guy. It's like they're trying to make it sound like a coffee shop.
And you're in Burbank.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know why. Guess they had other properties. It was stupid. But, I think no matter what, they're going to take half your security deposit. In your case, they're probably going to take the whole thing because you've been there for so long. And they'll be like, well, we got to blah, 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 blah,
Yeah. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the black mold blackmail?
I don't know. To be honest, I legitimately don't know if that will work or not because I think they could just be like, okay, it might end up you less likely to get your deposit back because they'll just be like, fuck you, you can't do anything. We've got like lawyers out to ass,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine not getting it back. My whole thing was just not to get charged. So I feel better with your advice that I don't have to worry about it.
You won't get charged.
It's kind of a wash after this.
You won't get charged. I really do believe that. I've never heard of that happening unless there's like structural damage that they can't like clean or paint over, And even then, I think that's still on them. That's like, it's their property,
Yeah. No, they didn't even clean it when I moved in. Like they're,
Yeah.
It's been falling apart around me, and
right.
I've been having them fix the minimum.
Yeah, they're pieces of shit.
Okay. Thank you for the advice. I feel better about it.
Take care, Sam. Bye.
Yup.
Yeah. Oh, you thought Luke's going to mess around and give you bad advice. No, I actually give you good advice because I see what the fuck is going on in the world, and I have a pretty nuanced look on things. Kamala is brat. Kamala is brat. Kamala is brat. Yeah, I said it. I'm not scared to say it. Kamala is brat. Kamala is brat. The college department I was in said we need to hire the owner's son to clean our apartment or pay them to hire a guy. Yeah, I think that when you're living in what happened with my foot and ankle? Got better, bro. I just gave it a really bad sprain, but it's totally fine now. It hurts a little when I walk a ton, but I think it's pretty much good. I haven't even thought about it in a week. A little more. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I think when you're in a college apartment situation, they just know they can kind of trick you. You know what I mean? Luke B. Taylor without Brat. Luke Brat Taylor. Brat stands for beautiful, random. I was going to say Anglo, but I'm not going to say that. Awesome tea parties. I don't know. Fuck. If you want to see me come up with shit like that on the fly, watch ENS. I through all that energy I left no crumbs, I slayed mama. If you want to see that stuff. Beautiful, random, and talented is good, Jakey. I agree with that. That's good. Please, dude, go to a secondhand store. Sure, man. That's just clean enough. You just, you just throw that, it shows you mean business. Shows you're a responsible young man. All you got to try to do is prove to the people that you aren't going to leave a bunch of cum stains everywhere. That's all it is at your age. You're just trying to convince them no cum stains. Thank you, Luliga. I appreciate that. I once paid $200 to get my apartment clean before I moved out. My landlord still took the security deposit, gave us an itemized receipt, and they charged $85 per incident, which include dirty fans and not clean fridge. It was so sick. I also poured a bunch of oil down the sink. Yeah, right. I mean, Yeah, it's like it's such a fucking, like they're, if they want to take it, they'll take it. Sometimes they're less. I mean, it's like me and Katie lived in a place where, I mean, essentially the guy was a slumlord when it really came to it, and that, like, I mean, our apartment was truly insanely cheap. It was, I'll tell you, and this is not going to sound expensive. This is going to sound expensive to people who don't live in LA, but it wasn't. $22.50 for a 2-bedroom in Silver Lake with a big living room, kitchen, dining room area. It was good. It was good. It really was. Like, for the place I was in, crazy. But our landlord was so scummy that anytime something was broken, he had to come make sure it was broken in person. One time, I turned on the bathtub to like take a shower, and I like, before you do that part, and it just wouldn't stop. Like, water just came out. And I was like, oh, so it's the water. I like sent him a message. I'm like, the water won't stop. And he's like, what do you mean? Just turn it off. And I was like, totally, man. Yeah. And I like sent him a video of me going like, see, it doesn't turn off. And he still took all day and showed up. And then I was trying to find him about like, and then finally they fixed it at night, and I was trying to find him about the water bill, but I was just like, I can't, like, I'm gonna get fucked, like, or it's like, I knew that there was no way to really fight him. And then he still took half my fucking security deposit for God knows what, just because he's a fucking asshole. Hate that guy. Mr. Lim, go fuck yourself. I hope you're dead. Yeah. You're going to get fucked by your landlord, so you might as well, unless it's like an old lady who's renting it to you, This was like a guy that owned a million shitty apartment buildings that he was overseeing all of because he was so cheap he like wouldn't hire anyone to do it for him. Piece of shit. But you know what? It was where I started this stream. So, Mr. Lim, thank you, and thank you to the people who live next to me, Sandra and Eric, who were actors and parents, and didn't mind that I was screaming and doing a call-in show 4 nights a week. So, we salute you. Honestly, they were way nicer than they should have been about how much noise I was making in that apartment. God damn. That is crazy. Witty, that is crazy. As if you would ever have anything to do with a burst pipe. Like, that's not something you can do. God damn. What was his reasoning? You were kicking all... Right, well, you were kicking all of the pipes. Yeah, I did forget that you were kicking all the pipes. I forgot that you did kicked. You did kick. You were kicking them. And y'all, if you're worried about pouring oil down the drain, it ain't your house. Pour it wherever the fuck you want. Swoo! Pour that oil down the drain. What are they gonna fucking do? They can't prove it's your oil. The water washes away your spit and DNA. Thank you so much, Tapwater Shard. I appreciate it. Call me Aiden Ross the way the stream is coming from a kick. Yes, sir. Pour the oil in. Who gives a fuck? I'm not pouring in, I'm not pouring in, like, I'm not going crazy on it, but there's some oil in the pan. I'm not like, let me get this in. It's like, who gives a shit? It's on my sink. There's oil in it. They fucking do it. You know what I mean? If they want to protect their sink so bad, they live here. Do what they want with the sink. Who gives a fuck? I'm not saying all the time. But, just a little bit. I mean, when is, it builds up over time. I'm not going to live here by the time it's a problem, dum-dum. I'll be long gone. Hopefully a homeowner by then. You think it matters? You think it matters how much oil you put in? Come on. That shit doesn't matter. The only things you can't do in an apartment are you can't smoke cigarettes inside. That's a big no-no because that's pretty much impossible. It's kind of gonna smell like cigarettes really no matter what you do, and they will be able to find because it's gonna stain all the paint. So you really can't do that. Yeah, the smoke is not chill. And you probably shouldn't drag furniture all over hardwood. because that's really hard to fix. Can't really buff that out, can you? Those are the two things I want to do. The latter of which certainly I've done a million times and I never really even think about it. You can smoke weed inside, Sam, but I think after a while, doesn't it kind of also fuck it up? I mean, doesn't it? I don't know. I've never been a smoke inside kind of guy, minus in college where I really didn't care. I've just always been too nervous. You should look up videos of the 2004 tsunami. What an awesome first time shot. Good job, dude. All right. Well, folks, we're taking advice. And you know what? I think you might need some advice still, Master Flex. Don't be thinking about the 2004 tsunami tonight. Think about the beauty of God's green earth and the amazing things we're given to love ourselves tonight. Oh, kind of completely phased out of what I was talking about in the middle of that. So, yeah. You can't drag furniture across the room. The waves are insane. Yeah, man, I know. I was there. I know the waves are insane. But guess what, dude? A lot of people died. Oh, the waves are so insane. What, do you look at a fucking school shooting and you're looking at the guy shooting the bullets? You're like, whoa, those bullets are crazy. Dude, they're going somewhere. Think. Think before you speak. Not entirely true. The combustion is what creates these compounds and you can't really escape them if you blaze in. Sorry. Take a quart of Crisco, put that shit and pop, melt it. Once it's all runny, and the bunch of will fully displace the water in the time and cause a huge problem that drain that likely can only be fixed. Okay, so that's what you do if you hate your landlord? Was that okay when I said about the school shooting? Coming out of my mouth, I decided to finish the thought, but I didn't feel right, did it? It shouldn't have been the one I settled on, was it? No. Well, that's okay. We can strike that. Probably can't say that stuff. Hey, Dill Master Flex, you do not get to decide. You're the one who brought it up in the first place. You're the one who brought it up. It's really your fault. It's always chatter's fault, never streamer's fault for the way I free associate. Does anyone understand why the magic decks are named the way they are? Like, what the fuck does Boros mean? It's like, I think it's from one of the sets where they, thank you so much, full-time Tony. There was one of the sets where they like said there were all the schools of magic. I can't remember, Aluxi or something. They named them all at some point. Just named them all at some point. Luke, can we get some post-game thoughts on that drawing from the show? I don't have to give you my post-game thoughts, sweetie, because that's just me expressing the culture I'm from and expressing the culture Jake is also from. So it's like a secret handshake or a secret twin language between us. So if you couldn't understand it, sorry, try and get the next one. Yeah, it's just the term for white and red. They all have a specific name. Izet, Rakdos is black-red. Izet is blue-red. This is a different show. Yeah, I don't even know what happened. Dude, I was playing a character on that show. So I don't really know what happened. All right, we got a call coming in. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your name? What do you need help with tonight?
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hi. Do you take requests?
If you say the 2004 tsunami, we're going to have a talk about something else.
What was that?
If you say the 2004 tsunami, we're going to have a talk about something else because I know what you need help with.
2018 Fukushima disaster.
What's the footage of that, dude? It would just be a building. What's the footage? What would even the video be? Like, what do you think I would look up? Like, what would I see? The power plant? I'm waiting, bro. He hung up. Dumbass motherfucker. "2018 disaster." That didn't happen then, dog. You look up a video. Oh, it's like looking up a video of Chernobyl. Yeah, it looks like something bad's happening over there. You couldn't see anything in a video, dude. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much to Sweetie. Subscribe for 6 months. Welcome back to Sweetie. All right, we got some calls coming in. Hello, caller. What's your name? What are you calling about?
Hello, my name is Aubrey. Can you hear me?
Aubrey, how the hell are you?
I'm doing fine. I have my advice ready, or my advice question ready.
What do you need? What's going on in your life you need help with?
Yeah, so like tomorrow is my first meeting as a producer for this like college TV show. I've been the editor for a year, but like now I'm the producer and I don't know anyone at the meeting very well. So the advice guess I'm looking for is, how do you find your confidence as like a creative person when you're working with people you don't know very well?
That's honestly a good question. So you have been lay out the timeline. So you have been editing, but now you're switching to producer. But do you know these people already?
Yeah. I mean, I know the people in the club, but the people for the TV show I was like working with, they're like gone, which is why I'm the producer.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Well, you know what you have to be as a producer, right?
What?
Bad bitch.
I do have to be a bad B word.
You do. You have to be a bad B word. You ever produced anything before? You ever produced moving pictures before, Aubrey?
No, I've just been the editor.
You're running. Listen, the talent can think whatever they want. The grips can think whatever they want. You're running the goddamn ship. You're making sure the trains get there on time. Okay?
That's true. That's true.
So I think
you're right.
So
you're
when you ask how do you come in with confidence, you won't even need to ask that question, because you're gonna come in and you're gonna have so much fucking shit to do, and you're gonna be so mad at everyone asking you for a million things. You're gonna exude confidence.
True. That's true.
You are.
That's what I needed to hear.
You are. I'm not worried about you. You already did the hard part, which is signing up to be a producer, and it might be the last time you ever do it. But you're Aubrey, I mean this with love. You're entering a world of shit, and you're gonna come out stronger for it.
Well, shit I want, so.
There, you want to do it? There it is. That's the job.
Yeah.
You're the producer. They have to listen to your ass. You're the one. I know it's college, so you're not actually the one signing the checks, but proverbially, you're signing the checks.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the advice.
You're gonna crush
Have fun
this shit.
Talking about Deadpool and tsunamis.
Deadpool's cool, right? Okay, she's gone. Aubrey, you a bad bitch. I thought she would say bitch too, but then only I said it, and that kind of felt weird. You know what I mean? When you say the word bitch to a woman and then she says B word, it kind of feels like you messed up a little bit. So Aubrey, correction on my part, this one goes out to you. All right, here we go. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your name and what do you need help with tonight on the old advice stream?
Hello, my name is Roy, and I need some relationship advice.
All right, Roy, let's hit it. What's going on in the old love game, baby?
Well, I started working in a store a few months ago, and I met a coworker. We've been kind of hitting it off. Really relate to her. She's cute, funny. But I got two big problems that I want your advice about.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, if things go south, I'm immediately ostracized by the rest of the coworkers. And second thing is she is almost 10 years my younger. And I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, let's do the second one first,
because
shall we?
She's so young, if something goes wrong, I'm fucked in this store and basically would have to quit, is my opinion.
All right, man, you got to throw the ages down because that could mean a lot of things, dude. Throw those ages down and I'll tell you how I honestly think. This is an anonymous phone line. Throw them down.
28, 19.
Too young. Don't date her.
That's what I thought.
Don't, dude. Don't. It's not, just don't. You have, and no, no, but then on the other stuff, you're also having a work flirtation and she's essentially your work wife and things get confusing when you have to spend all day at a store together. So just no, don't do it. Easy.
True. Yeah, it's just hard dealing with that shit every day.
Listen, yeah, I know, man. You're flirting. You got a weird thing. It's weird working in a place. That stuff happens. I mean, but I'm telling you, man, just the age thing aside, it's only gonna fuck you because it's not. I mean, unless you fucking get married, you're gonna break up, and if you still want to, either you're gonna have to quit because all your coworkers hate you, or she's gonna have to quit. It's a no-win solution. It really isn't. There's basically no winning, except in the short term where you guys have like a little tryst and that feels good, and then it wears off because you realize most of your attraction was built on proximity to begin with.
Yeah, I guess I just need to hear it, I guess.
Brother.
Doesn't make it any easier.
I know, man. I know. I mean, look, I understand, the heart wants what the heart wants, but damn, as we get older, we got to start realizing sometimes the Johnson also doesn't, the Johnson wants what the Johnson wants, but you don't listen to the Johnson, okay?
Yeah, I got you.
Where do you work?
You're
What
good
kind of
tonight
store?
on Everything Now show.
Huh?
Pharmacy.
Pharmacy. Bro, that's a good job. Pharmacy? Pharmacist? Come on, man. That's I bet you're getting health insurance from that, right? Are you getting health insurance from your job?
No, not currently.
Can you afford to lose the job?
I mean, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It's just, I've been there
well,
for
I was
a few
trying to
months,
find.
so.
Okay, well then we're gonna go back. You shouldn't date someone 10 years your junior. Just don't do it. Okay, goodbye. Easy. That's a deal breaker. Remember that episode of 30 Rock? That's a deal breaker. Sometimes people listen. I'm not trying to hold your hand through this shit. This is people you call in because that's it, bro. That's it. That's a deal breaker, ladies. That's why I got the inspiration to do this. Unfortunately, listen, I want to say my heart goes out to this caller, okay? My heart goes out to this caller. Like I want to say I understand truly the heart wants what the heart wants, right? But sometimes the heart's motherfucking wrong, okay? And the way you know it is by the reaction of literally every single person you know that works with you, is friends with you, is friends with her, is her family, is your family. And they kind of know a little bit more than the heart does in that case. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all. That's it. As an ex-19-year-old, no. God, if a 28-year-old had hit on me when I was a 19-year-old boy, I literally would have gone, gulp. I could barely even talk to girls that were a year older than me in college. The fondness of youth. What's tough about being a man is you have basically zero riz until you hit like 30. And that's why this shit all happens. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it should happen. I truly am not. But as I get older, I get it's like, you're like, oh, I finally don't want to shoot myself in the head when I talk to a woman. You know what I mean? That's why this shit happens. It's not good. Yep, I used Riz. But that's true, bro. I used to hear people say that. I hit on so many young old men. Yeah, right. Because they're a kid. And also, when you're that age, you want to see what you could get away with. I know I did. Not with women because I was scared, but with, parody, drinking and driving. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like you have Riz because you're like fucking, you've seen like literally 1,000 more movies than they have. You know what I mean? What are you even going to talk to them about? They haven't even seen one Paul Thomas Anderson movie. And if they have, it's probably one of the not that good ones. Oh, well, they're all good. They've like, listen, I love There Will Be Blood. They've only seen There Will Be Blood. Have you seen Magnolia? No, you're 19. Have you seen Punch Drunk Love? No, you're 19. Let alone Phantom Thread. You probably haven't even heard of that movie. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to date someone that has seen. That's why you got to date someone your own age, because you need someone with a similar amount of culture as you have. Or what the fuck else are you going to talk about? The fucking weather? What else do we have to talk about besides movies and TV shows? Please, enlighten me, chat. What are we supposed to talk about? That's what I talked to Katie about. And then because we've been dating so long, also how fucked up our families are. TikTok, sports, that's the same as TV shows and movies. That's the same as TV shows and movies. It's the same thing. Sports is a type of TV shows. TikTok's a type of TV shows. Work, One Piece is a type of TV shows. Pets, but that's a reflection of the home. Pets is the same as talking about your fucked up family. Poop is talking about your fucked up family. Work is talking about your fucked up family. Sorry. Plan vacations, family. Easy. Easy mode. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your name? What are you calling? What do you need help about?
Hey, Luke. It's Jakey Chains from the chat.
Jakey motherfucking Chains. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Dude, I'm humming, man. I'm humming. I'm entering hour 4 of streaming tonight, and I'm feeling it in my fucking loins. What do you need help with, man?
Hell yeah. So here's a question, and I don't know, as you alluded to, you've obviously been in a committed, happy relationship for a while. I've been in really one of those fucking ruts of stuck using dating apps and feeling like it's a fucking nightmare, but not feeling like I have any other real options.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, what even is there to do? How do you fucking meet people in 2024 not like that?
And
I feel like nobody like does things anymore. Yeah.
Jakey, I'm not going to dox you more than this, but you are in LA, correct?
Yes, I am in LA.
I would say for the brief period I was in LA dating apps world when I moved here, it was sort of grim in a way that I had never really experienced before in any of the other cities I've lived in too, I will say, for it in your it's sort of your defense, I guess. But it's tough, man. I don't know. I can tell you how me and Katie met, which is that we matched on Hinge, but we kind of knew each other. I think that that's the best we can hope for on dating apps, is seeing someone we kind of know and then getting this sort of digital okay that's like, hey, I think you're cute, and I'm not worried you're going to be mad or upset if I talk to you because the app said you wouldn't be, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Yeah. I mean, and I get,
No, please, go ahead. Go
for it. Oh, I was just gonna, I get what you're saying. It's like, it's bleak in a really weird way that, like, I had a decent amount of experience dealing with it when I lived in Pittsburgh, and it was also awful, but in like a completely different way. But I think also the reason it's been like extra shitty recently is maybe like a month or so ago, I had this situation where I did meet someone through one of them, and it actually went really well for like a little bit, and then just kind of suddenly fell apart. But it really made it way harder to go back to the usual thing of like, okay, I'm going to like go on a pleasant date with someone to a bar, and then it's not going to go anywhere. Repeat. But I also feel like apps set me up to be like the most boring version of myself because I'm so self-conscious about not coming across as like some weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
Where I think if I'm meeting someone in person at like a house party or something, I don't have that same weird feeling. But nobody does like fucking house parties anymore that I know, at least.
Yeah. How old are you, Jakey?
I don't know. I am 32.
Yeah, I'm 31. We're in the same boat. Yeah, you're not going to a ton of house parties when you're 30 unless you live in LA and still have a cocaine addiction. So the answer really, I think, is because I know exactly what you're saying. And I think, speaking of the thing that happened to you, is that I do think the most unfortunate part about dating apps is it really does make both relationships feel transactional that you have on there and also very replaceable in this way that's like makes it easy, especially if you're doing with someone that's emotionally immature, to just dump, to just stop talking to you, to ghost you, if you will. I actually coined that term before anyone else. I think you're kind of, it's tough because that's why I think the only luck I've really had, I mean, I'm trying to think. I dated one person off a dating app for 6 months. Dumped my ass. Only time I've been straight up dumped. Why do you think that was? Because we had no ties to each other other than this dating app. You know what I mean? It's, not that we should have kept dating, but I do think that was part of it. You got any hobbies? You part of any communities? Is there anyone cute at work? You got to be thinking of ways you can meet people in real life because basically, or meet a friend of a friend. What kind of social scenes are you in, Jakey?
You know what the problem is? The thing I do the most is go to fucking movies, and you can't talk to people during a movie.
Yeah. But
it's really, yeah.
You're living in a place where people love fucking movies a lot. You are. Most people here love movies.
Well, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I run into, though, with the app shit is I feel like it's so easy to think, oh, this person's really cool. We like a lot of the same movies or whatever, and then not really connecting on anything beyond that.
Yeah.
Where I feel like I've like met people where it's like when we talk about movies, we can just like talk over blah 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 blah, and then like the moment it goes to like what is your family like, or whatever, like some kind of person, like it just kind of the conversation dies. And I think the reason why this one did go really well was because we didn't really have the same taste in like movies or whatever and stuff, but the thing we connected on was like other shit that is easier to make a conversation keep going. And it's, I feel like it's just hard to do that. But yeah, it's also, the things that like I have as hobbies are not conducive to meeting people in that way, I feel like. Or also my friends just know, you know what I need? I need one of those old school, like fucking Jewish matchmaker old ladies to just like, oh, meet this nice lady.
Yeah. You should go on that show, Jewish Matchmaker.
Gotta bring that.
Now, Jakey, I do want to address something in the chat. I am seeing here they call you Jakey Hand Stuff Chains. Is that true?
No, I don't know where that came from. I don't know who is claiming this.
Stink Eater seems to think that people call you Jakey Hand Stuff Chains. So I just wanted to see kind of your thoughts on that.
That's really interesting. It's giving me a lot to think about. This is the first I'm hearing about this. She was a really respectable lady. This is the first. Imagine that I'm on a runway and Tiny Dancer is playing behind me, and I'm doing the hand thing, but not that hand thing. I don't know. I'm open to all forms of pleasure that we can find in this world.
Thank you for saying that, Jakey. More men need to be saying that. By the way, chat, more men need to be saying that. But Jakey, I don't know. I mean, it's so hard. And I do think, because I think I was literally just like thinking today about like, damn, if me and Katie broke up, what the fuck would I do? You know what I mean? Like aside from our relationship and aside from just like the sheer bare bones of like, would I get on Tinder? Like, you know what I mean? There's something as you get older that does feel so crazy about it. But I mean, yeah, man, I think it's shared interest. And honestly, man, it's friends of friends. You got to be going to the birthday party in the park. You got to make yourself go to the bowling alley birthday at Shadow Lanes. You got to go to all those birthday parties. You don't want to go. You don't want to go, but it's the only place you could meet someone that has a little bit of a seal of approval from someone you actually know that could make them you treat each other like human beings.
Yeah, no, I think and that's why I wish there was more of like a thing of people who are in their 30s being like, hey, we're having a bunch of people over and some of them and not some of them. Because I feel like in that scenario, I'm like Mr. Luke Taylor Charming.
Wow.
In that scenario, but there's just it's such an awkward setup to even like meet someone through an app in the first place and blah blah blah. So
your friends throwing bar birthdays?
But, what's up?
What about the bar birthday? I mean, I feel like I'm going to a bar birthday at least once a fucking month.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who's doing that. I guess I think like the problem is the friends I mostly hang out with here are like relatively not insular, but like when I'm hanging out with them, it's really just them. They're not really being like, oh, I'm inviting all these other
Right.
people I know
Right.
to the thing.
Right.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is I have a friend who makes wine and does like events and sometimes invites me and I
Do
never
it.
go, but maybe
Go.
I should do that.
Just fucking go. I mean, that's the awful
Just gotta
part
do
of
it.
it. That's the great part of being in a relationship is you go, I'm not going to go to that. I'm going to play Yakuza on my fucking Steam Deck. But unfortunately, Janky, you have to go to the wine tastings because there's going to be other people going there to the wine tastings for the same fucking reason. Because I don't really believe, and sorry, I'm going on a fucking DBJ or JF style fucking bullshit rant, but I don't believe people like wine that much. I really don't. And I listen, I think alcohol could taste good. But I was just in fucking the place where they shot Sideways. These people, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, bro. They just want to get drunk, which is fine. It's fine. It's nice to drink in a nice place and eat nice food. But don't give me this shit, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, they're lying. They're lying to us and they're lying to themselves.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, it's great. I don't know. I think so, but I say that only to say, I think you'll find people in the similar boat to you at things like that because God knows there's a lot of people in that boat in Los Angeles in their 30s who you know, we're all looking for love in all the wrong places. You got a lot of lonely ships in the night just looking for their captain. You know what I mean?
I know that's right.
Yep.
Okay, real quick. What was the last movie that friggin' knocked your socks off, man?
Shit. I mean, really only one answer, isn't there, Jakey?
I think I know what it's going to be.
Deadpool and Wolverine,
I think
baby.
it's something about a couple heroes getting together.
Yep, just having a fucking blast. Oh, buddy comedy. Well, I love the buddy comedy. Yeah, they have to be in stupid suits now. Well, it's still a buddy comedy and we're having a laugh. Okay?
Hell yeah.
All right, Pim.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jakey, I believe in you. You're a stand-up guy. You could that is another idea is you could get into stand-up comedy and start trying to date girls at open mics like a million other creepiest guys in the world do.
Okay, I need to buy a black button-up shirt first, but I think I can do that.
Okay, awesome. All right, take care, Jakey. Peace and love.
Right. Yeah, later. Yep.
Okay, I went on the wine rant. Grow up. I know that's not a hot take. Dude. Fucking Christ. I'm just saying, I'm making a point, so I should stop doing open mics. Yes, stop doing open mics. Find another way to express yourself creatively. You will be more fulfilled. Which Yakuza game should I start with? I've only played one, and I love it. I'm playing Yakuza Like a Dragon, the second newest one, and it's one of the best games I've ever played because it's the first one that is a turn-based RPG. It's fucking awesome. But people will say other ones, but I have no idea. I'm gonna play I'm gonna play the Infinite Wealth, and yeah. I know people say start with 0. I don't want to do the beat 'em up games. I want to do the silly RPG. Sorry. What's your level in the Bloomberg Set Mastery? I think it's like 15. Man, I made a sick otter deck. I could finally craft a deck for standard that isn't complete shit. Wine rant. Fucking Christ, Jake. I know you're fucking with me with that, man. Piece of shit. There's a pretty good... I know, man. I gotta stop, dude. Card games are really truly my fucking kryptonite, dude. There's something about them. I've always felt this way. I've uninstalled so many apps for like Hearthstone and MTG. You did think it was good? I thought I was being trite. Really? You thought it was good? Interesting. Okay. All right. Because I felt myself in the moment being trite. But you know what? This is good advice to me. You are always your own worst critic. Say less. Say less. And that's kind of interesting. So I need to call myself in and realize maybe I should have just taken people at their word and not thinking they're trying to own me. They're not trying to own me online. You know? You know what I mean? Things can be good and try at the same time. So thank you for giving me advice, Jake. Thank you. GFJ. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And in return, you better put on a fucking polo shirt before you see that landlord's son, or you're going to get 0 apartment. Why are you staying in a hotel right now, too? I was curious about that. I want it all day long. I'm addicted like a drone. Oh, baby, baby. Boom, 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 boom. No. There's a really nice Dawn's Truth card sleeve. I saw that shit. It looked good. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm buying One Piece cards. I've got like a couple boxes for the next few sets, but I think I'm just going to switch to singles. I can't do it anymore, man. I just love One Piece so much, and I like looking at the cards, and I don't feel that. Magic, I bought some pre-con commander decks, but I'm just like, the only way I'm really going to play in-person Magic is commander, and I feel like what do you do if you drink too much caffeine? Breathe. Don't smoke a cigarette. Don't smoke weed. Only going to make it worse. Breathe. Go for a walk. Drink water. That's right, SVT. Drink water. Go for a walk. Walk around in place. Spin around. Don't do Zins. Zins will make it worse. Move in the real world. You got to work that through. You got to work that through your body. You got to pump some new blood in there. Pump some new blood in there. Hot shower. Got on a water, 7 donuts. Like a damn cop. I left my cup at Everything Now. That's sad. My good cup. Lulaga, it's really crazy that you put 4 zines in. Yep, there you go, remover. What's up, dog? It's double duty tonight. And usually I've done this before where we do the double duty and I get too tired. What do? Drank some coffee. Yeah. Come on, Boodler. See, it works, people. The system works. Call in. I'm going to fix your shit. I'm going to fix your fucking shit. I don't care who you are. I'll tell it how it is. That's a deal breaker, ladies. That's a deal breaker, Lukies. Damn, it'd be cool if I called my community Lukies. Nothing much. Might do some bleep bloops before I stop. Shit, fix, poop, miss, wine, dis. Yes, sir. Say less, bro. Wait. Oh, I had a really good riff on Say Less today. Damn it. There's no way I could ever remember it in a million fucking years. But it was a reference. I mean, this is going to be really funny, Hamid. Now, imagine this. Say less, but it's in the context of replacing famous words where I think it says say more, but with say less. Yes, bro. Sam, it's either... What it is either when you're eating really bad, your poop smells bad, or eating really good, your poop smells bad. But if you're eating normal, like just regular sort of bad, it smells normal. Horrible. I gotta tell you though, man, I'm on a really high protein diet right now, and I do feel good, bro. I feel fucking good. I'm going gym crazy, dude. I mean, I would be lying if I said it wasn't because of fucking TwitchCon. I was just like, if I'm gonna host... Like, I have no idea how many people will actually watch the TwitchCon stream. So I was like, I'm not going to be on the front page hosting a game show if I don't look fucking right. Is that okay to say? Is that okay? Oh, is that vain? No, it's not vain. It's real. And actually exercising is good for you. Boodler, I'm hosting a game show at TwitchCon with a bunch of the Everything Now boys will be there. Do I have an outfit picked out? I think so. I'll probably go with something casual, but like my nice casual clothes. God knows I might wear that fucking Junji Ito sweater. I mean, it's you know. I'm not taking too much. Whoa, SVT. Dude, I hope I truly come up and say what's up to me at TwitchCon. I really I want to be very clear. I may regret saying this, but off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone, at least on the stream right now, that I would not want to meet. God, I feel like I'm going to regret saying those words, though, aren't I? I mean, really. You know, like that cut to someone I've never heard in my life. You said that you would talk to me. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Don't, please. I'm nice, but don't do the thing like the people, you know, be chill. Be chill. Be chill. Leftist landlord. I remember this. I asked Jesse recently because I was like, now that I know your chat a little bit better, who is the person we played? Me and you had a great conversation about sports betting. I think about that all the time. I've like told people about that because I found it so interesting. Like you in that industry, like how it works with you able to sports bet. It was great meeting you, man. Big Howell. What's up, dog? Howell, I wish you were coming to motherfucking TwitchCon. I floated to Jesse, DBJ, the idea of like, do you think anyone in the Goo Crew would be down to do like a Goo Crew bar hang and invite everyone? And then I realized I think I'm the only one that might enjoy that out of everyone in the Goo Crew. I don't think anyone else would except for me. I'm like running through the list in my head and I don't think a single one. I know that's an insane suggestion, but I don't have a problem with that shit. Stefan would enjoy it. That's true. Jesse would hate it. Libby would hate it. DBJ, I think, actually would hate it. Charlotte would hate it. Pat would hate it. Howell, I don't know if you would hate it. Yeah, I think DBJ would break their neck again. Yeah, he's real like that. Listen, man, I don't know. No, just the idea. Okay, Howell, let me pitch this to you. Imagine you're coming to TwitchCon and I set up a Goo Crew meet and greet where we just send the name of a bar to all of our Discords and people can show up and chill with us. I know as I say it that I know most people will not want to do that. Probably on both sides too. I don't think a lot of the chat will want to do it because I think a lot of our chats is like, yeah, I'm like a guy in my 30s. I don't really want to go hang out with you. You do that shit? Shit, Howell. All right. That's because you a real G. Why is that insane? I think that's okay. That to me is more normal than a psycho thing of having people line up to talk to you for 30 seconds. That's crazy. I also know that I am nowhere in even the ballpark of someone that has enough people watching to do that, but I just don't like that, dude. At 2018, we did a Gyoki Discord. Yeah, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. Imagine if 1 to 5 chatters showed up and you outnumbered them. Yeah, then we could make them fight. And a guy there is now banned from every adjacent stream and Discord because of what happened at the meet and greet. Zeke, because of what happened in the meet and greet, or because of that happened later. That's what I want to know. He went insane during COVID. Well, you know what happened to a lot. Luke, if I see you at the bar, what drink should I buy you? It's like not even funny. I just like the word pills popped in my. Yeah, buy me pills. Hey, just buy me a cool beer, dog. I wish I wasn't such a normative man and that I do just like beers. If I had it my way, man, I would drink 10 beers every night and they wouldn't affect me. They'd make me fucking strong. That's fun. I used to go to the drawing room and I would see Jeff all the time there. He's a nice dude. I met him a couple times in Chicago as well. And Harmon's girlfriend was the showrunner on Jury Duty. So David knows her and him, I think. Whatever. It doesn't literally matter. Yeah, that's what it'd be. Living in LA is awesome. You could hear guys talk about how they're like 3 degrees of separation away from a guy you don't even really care about. Yeah, that's rough. But when I was in bands, the rules are there were more people on stage than the audience were not playing. Shit. That's what's great about being a comedian, man. As long as there's 2 people watching, you're good. You're good, bro. And yeah, the other comics count. Yes, sir. I believe performing. I would like to perform for. I want to perform with. I want to perform to. I would rather perform. I know this doesn't sound crazy. I know this is like whatever. I would rather perform to 300,000 people than I would to 12 people. Because 300,000 people is a mob. That's not individual. 12 people, it's basically like you just talking to a group at a seminar. It's not right, bro. It's not right. I like that, Sam. 12 people is like it really, I would have more stage fright performing in front of 12 people, no matter who they are, than around literally anyone, any number over 40. Literally 40 up to infinity. Every human being on earth. Doesn't matter. I believe that shit. I really do. Because they can look at your ass. Yeah, right, Zeke, exactly. Because once it's a certain amount of people and you can't really look at everyone, with comedy, I mean, unless you say something fucked up, certainly people can bomb in rooms that big, but if you're like halfway competent at it, like someone's going to be laughing. You know what I mean? Like you can't bomb that bad unless you say something really fucked up if there's like 40 people or more there. I invite 4 coworkers in by 5 minutes. They all came and sat in the front row. One was visually uncomfortable with my shtick. I fight for them. That was the worst decision you could possibly ever make. I assume you were pretty new to comedy when you started. That's a fate worse than death. When I was in Chicago, I told people when they asked me what I did, I said I was a writer. Weren't interested. Say, oh, okay, whatever. Don't care. Say you're a comedian, you have to tell a joke. Here, can't say you're a writer. They'll try and ask you to trade screenplay. So you say you're an editor. Most boring thing to them. Because what are they going to do with you? They might ask you to edit their short film. Say you're in production. I say I'm in live stream production. That's the one I do now. You wanted the weirdness. I always say I'm in live stream production because it sounds like I make like fucking content videos for a cooking channel or some shit. And then I don't elaborate if I don't want them to know. You know what I mean? That's the trick. That's a little trick. That's inside the actor's studio. It's better out here. Because in Chicago, what I will say what's nice about living in LA is probably most people don't have at least some understanding of the thing. God, I sound like such a fucking asshole. All right. We're taking calls. I don't want to talk about LA. Fuck LA. That's great, Boondler. Exactly. And listen, I want to be, and listen. I edited professionally for years of my life, bro. All right, Zeke, call in about LA. I'm talking about myself. Yeah, you said you had a problem, Zeke, you were going to call in about. I just, yeah. Shit. I edited about 5 years of my life. That was my main job. Thank you, bro. These are sort of interesting kicks because I got them for free. And I sort of took them, Katie's mom gave them to me because she got them for free somewhere. I was like, I'll just take them to be nice. And now I kind of fuck with them. Though. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your name? And what do you need help with, dude?
Hey, Luke. It's Zeke, and I'm from Los Angeles.
Zeke, it's great to hear from you. What's going on in your fucked up life? Tell me while I grab a seltzer.
Yeah, for sure. Take your time. It's been a minute since I called in, so it's nice to be back here. Anyway, So something happened. Something happened yesterday that this is now like the third time this has happened, and it's getting to me more and more. And I wanted to get your take on it because I know that you are more outspoken than I am, and you're less afraid of confrontation than I am. So I think that I really was thinking to myself, man, Luke would handle this a lot better than I was able to handle this.
It's interesting that you think I'm not scared of confrontation because I say that's one of the biggest things I'm scared of. But go on. Don't confuse how loud I am vocally for a willingness to confront because I am the biggest pussy people pleaser you'll ever meet. But please keep going.
Okay, so that's my problem too. Like I'm like deferential to the point of like even when I know that I'm in the right at like the situation that I'm about to describe. It's still like very hard for me to like put the flag in the sand. Anyway, you know that I live in in Pico Robertson. It's one of the largest Jewish populations in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
You know that both my wife and I are Jewish. I've been born to a Jewish family, raised in Los Angeles. I'm like a fourth generation Angelino. But this is like the third time this has happened to me in the last month or two, that I have been confronted when I'm out walking around in my neighborhood with my camera taking photos by Jewish security.
Huh. Like,
do you know the organizations I'm talking about?
like in front of like synagogues and places of worship? No, I guess I don't know. Exactly.
Kind of. No. So kind of. There's an organization called Shmira, which is like it's based on the conceit of like the mitzvah where you keep watch over a recently deceased person.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea is that it's people who volunteer as like a neighborhood watch to keep an eye on the neighborhood. But like in doing so, there's also like a weird there's like a helpline that people can call to report like suspicious. It's kind of like a neighborhood watch, but it's a
helpline for sort of middle-aged Jews living in Pico Robertson to complain about black and homeless people walking around or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, this is like I'll describe the incident that I had yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And this, again, I want to reiterate, this is like the third time this has happened to me, and it's gotten to me more and more each time it's happened.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday, walking around our neighborhood, just taking photos, and I'm walking down like one of these back alleys, and it's just like on one side it's business zoned, the other side residential. I'm mostly taking pictures of like the businesses, and there's like a couple of Jewish businesses, but there's also just like dry cleaners and a 7-Eleven and just a bunch of like there's nothing remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm walking down this alley, a guy in an SUV that says they have like a small Shmira badge on the door,
Mm-hmm.
and he like cruises past me in the alley and kind of stares at me, and then at the next intersection where the alley hits the street, he like kind of parks in front of the alley and blocks it partially.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, that's weird. So I walk around the car and I walk like to the intersection where there's a light to cross the street, and I'm just like taking pictures of random stuff around me. I cross the street. The car then has pulled out of the alley into the street, parks maybe 20 or 30 feet in front of me, and another car pulls up, same badge on it, parks behind this car, and two people, one in each car, get out and accost me. And they say, hey, can we talk to you for a second? And again, this is like the third time this has happened to me. And it's like annoying because I know that they're going to confront me for taking photos, that I am on public property, well within my rights to take photos. I'm not taking photos of literally anything.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, we've had like over 70 reports of a suspicious person taking photos in the neighborhood. And they're like, I like, do you have a license? Are you a photographer? Do you have like, can we see some ID?
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, I'm like, I started to lose it because like, I don't want to start a confrontation with these people, but like, this is the third time I've been stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I'm a Jewish man. I live in this neighborhood. I've lived here almost my entire life. My family has lived here for like almost 100 years at this point.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? And they're like, well, ever since October 7th, there's a lot of people who come around here, and, commonly people do reconnaissance and will take photos. They'll do like,
they want that to be true so bad. They want that to be true so fucking bad. And that's like literally the reason they have the little thing on their car. God, dude.
I know. It's fucking crazy. And so this is like, normally I'm more like the last two times I've been like more like I haven't snapped at them, but this time I was like, I was starting to argue with the guys, and I was like you're wrong. It's not common that people do this. And we're like, there's a person, we're getting a lot of calls that there's a person wearing all black and hat and a sunglasses taking photos. And I'm like, man, I can fucking do that. I can fucking go walk around my neighborhood and take photos in whatever I want to wear. It's completely fine. And he's like, well, ever since October 7th, the world just isn't safe for people like us anymore. And it's like, man, you're so full of shit. I didn't say that part, but just like, it's like fucking insulting that I have to get pulled over by these guys. And then on top of it, like he starts talking about, well, there was this protest on on Pico of one of the synagogues, and people were shouting like gas the Jews. And I know, because I was there, and I was like, man, I was there too. I didn't say that I was on the pro-Palestine side, but I had to correct him that it's right-wing neo-Nazi guys who like Israel who are saying the incendiary thing. So I'm like, I'm like half-heartedly arguing with this guy, because it's like, I don't want to prolong this experience, but like, it's fucking insulting, and I'm so tired of it. So anyway, this ended with the guy giving me one of a business card and say, if this happens again, just tell them that you talked to Solomon. And I was like, man, I get the fuck out of here. It completely ruined my day. So anyway, this long incendiary story. I would love. Okay, I have a feeling this is going to happen again. It's happened 3 times already. It's going to happen again if I keep walking around my neighborhood. What would you do in my shoes? What's something that you would be saying under these circumstances?
All right. Well, it really comes down to a simple question. Do you want to be able to take pictures in your neighborhood unbothered, or do you want to get into it with them? And there's no right answer here, but if you want it to be the former, if you want to take pictures, because I know exactly the type of guy you're talking about. Certainly grew up a lot of them myself. I literally know what the man looks like in my head.
You can picture a Solomon. It's easy.
I can. It's my middle name, for God's sake. You know what, Zeke? If you want to take pictures, they're not going to stop. Probably for years, given the way things are going, because it's only going to get worse as the public perception of Israel gets worse. So he gave you the card. Here's what I would do if you want. You're going to have to deal with them until you literally do it enough times and you're nice to them enough times that they know you and aren't bothered by you. So then when someone calls it in, they just go, oh, that's Ezekiel. He's a nice boy. Don't worry about him. He's a nice Jewish boy, grew up in Pico Robinson himself. Okay? So that's one option. Okay. And that is fair.
Yeah, okay.
And it really just depends on how much, but if you don't do that and you still want to take pictures in Pico Robertson, they're going to give you shit literally every single time, and then they're going to specifically target you and give you more shit, because guys like that, all they want to do is give people shit. That's why they would sign up for a fake police force, because they get off on doing stuff like that. Why else would you do that other than because you like to do that?
Dude, Olga told me, Olga worked on our neighborhood council for a while, as a representative, and there were people who were angling to get somewhere between $20,000 and $200,000 for the city to fund Shmira and get them training and weapons and shit.
Awesome.
It's fucking insane.
It's insane. It's
unbelievable. The worst part is it's these Jewish guys who move here after living in Denver. They've lived here for 2 years, and they're I'm going to serve on a Shmira.
How old were they?
Crazy. The guy that the one guy who didn't really talk to me was a lot older. I would say probably in his 50s. The guy I was talking to was probably around our age.
Yeah, here's my this is a real honest take on this stuff, is what I try and remember with these guys, especially the older dudes, is okay, Netanyahu, a ghoul. But that generation was raised by people that were we escaped the Holocaust, and so we're going to raise you with the idea that at any moment everyone could turn against us and destroy us and put us in concentration camps, and be pretty justified in saying it. And I do think it is literally the most, if you want to explain inherited trauma to someone, you could look at sort of modern Judaism and how it's been co-opted by the conservative right. Because I really do think it's that, man. I think it's these guys, dude, I literally, my Reform temple that we didn't go to a lot, because by the time I was around, we didn't really do it that much, my family. But I remember going to a bar mitzvah, and this is a Reform temple in Washington, D.C., liberal, quote unquote.
Yeah.
In the lobby,
dude, I know
yes,
exactly
you
what
know
kind
the
of
type.
temple you're describing. Yeah.
In the lobby of the temple, there was a huge like diorama display of all the different fighter jets the Israeli military had. That was in the lobby of the synagogue. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yes.
And I think about my own upbringing with it, man. Like I didn't really question, like you're so raised as a Jew, and I'm sure you know this too, with just you don't even it's like it literally is quite literally what indoctrination is in the rawest sense, because you're so raised that this is the way to think about Israel, kind of no matter what kind of Jew you are, unless you have like super progressive parents or whatever, that it's just like, yep, it's good, it has a right to exist, everybody is trying to destroy it, we don't know why, because they hate Jews, and that's it. Boom, boom, boom. You know? And you'll find even the most well-meaning do-gooder left-leaning liberals, but if they happen to be Jewish, have a very surprisingly conservative take on this issue. And I know you know this already, Zeke, so I'm more just saying this just because we're having a conversation publicly. But
no, it's an important conversation to have, because I think that a lot of people, like, I think I've mentioned this before to you, but after we hung out with Jesse, I think seeing Jesse at TwitchCon was the first time we met Jesse in person, JF of the Go Off Kings. And he said that he had, to his knowledge, had never met a Jewish person before us. And so, you know, he had lived a whole life. He and his wife had 2 kids at this point. It's like a lot of people don't grow up around Jewish people and don't have like that kind of contextual knowledge for it.
No, because there's not that many Jews, and if you don't live in a major U.S. city on a coast, there's just, that's the thing about Jews, man. There's not that many of us, so it's an easy group to beat up on. I mean, dude, do you remember that guy who used to call in, who was like the stoner guy, right when I was beginning doing the stream, who I remember when the Kanye stuff happened was like, who literally called in and was like, well, you know, like I just like have never really heard anyone talk about Jews like that before. Is that true? Like very earnestly had no idea because he's never met a Jewish person. This is the first time he had saw them speaking about this way. And you're just like, right, this isn't, people like most people don't meet Jews in their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's
100%. Yeah,
it's a tough thing, and I think I always try to remember that. Like when you deal with a guy like that, yes, 100% the guys you talking to are psychos that are on a power trip, and it doesn't really matter who you are. Like you're gonna find a way to do that kind of shit if you want to. You know, there's really no difference between that and like a fucking, literally a guy who just becomes a cop. Is how I feel about it. But if we go, so all that being said, my advice to you is, nothing you could say in any aggressive way or non-aggressive way will change their minds if they are already willing to be the fake police of Pico Robertson, right? So
no, you're right. Yeah, totally.
So your choices are fuck with them, be antagonistic, not a bad choice. I would totally understand if you do it. They're fucking annoying as shit, and somebody should fucking tell them off, because it's can't think of a more annoying group of people than people that will want to be fake cops to protect Jewish businesses in the fucking one of the most wealthy parts of the entire fucking country. Now, if you do want to take pictures in your neighborhood, you probably shouldn't do that, or you're going to get shit every single time.
True. Yeah. I mean, some of the things that are so galling about it to me personally is one, there's no enforceability for this. I literally can just keep walking and not talk to them at all.
Right.
Like Like they have no authority. That's I think the thing that gets me the most is like, why am I talking to them? Like, why am I letting this happen?
Because you keep walking, you do that over and over. They start calling the cops on you.
Right.
The cops aren't going to do anything
downstream for sure.
But you get lumped in as like, because when cops show up to a situation like that, they don't really give it, like I have found in my experience, like they don't really give a fuck who said what. Like they don't care if they're harassing you. They just don't want to have to deal with some stupid bullshit that means nothing. So then they'll just be like, they'll literally be like, we just like, don't come back here. And again, they can't say that, but they are the cops. So they kind of can, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is the end result if you start fucking with them.
Yeah, you're right. If push comes to shove, they obviously have more authority and more basis to work off of. But like the fact that it's an organization based off like the name of a mitzvah that's like encoded in Jewish culture, and like if you literally if these people drove like east or west 2 blocks, they would encounter at least one unhoused person who lives in the neighborhood in either direction. And it's like, man, you guys are just sitting here fucking idling your cars and waiting for like an old senile dumb fuck to call in about a guy dressed all in black.
Yes.
It's like, it's 90 degrees outside. Get these people some fucking cold water, man.
Yep.
You want to talk about doing some good in your fucking neighborhood.
Yeah, but they're not. They're like people that like I don't know, dude. It's also just like, wait, don't you have to go to fucking work? Like, why are you doing that? What? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
And then imagine you do it. Imagine you spend your free time doing that. And then it's like, imagine that the headspace or the like sort of background you would have to be to even be there in the first place. And then just like, if you go from there, then you'll always remember that nothing you do or say will make them change. So you might as well just show people the card and just say, be like, oh yeah, Solomon actually told me it's fine. Like, here's his card. My name's Ezekiel, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Literally lead with the Jewish first name and they'll leave you alone once they know you're Jewish.
Yeah.
And you don't have to say you love Israel, but that is the answer to, of keeping the peace. I know you would never say that.
Whatever expedites the situation.
Yes.
Yeah. Whatever expedites the situation for sure.
Yes.
I will say, looking at the chat, I fight for them. Believe it or not, most of our neighbors are like, when we say neighbors, I mean most of the people that live in this neighborhood are Orthodox or Reform Jews who support these people and support what they're doing. And in fact, as I said, we're the ones calling in and reporting a person in black taking photos.
That's right.
So, not really the kind of rapport building experience that you might want to have.
And Reform Jews that living around
is good. It's appreciated.
The Reform Jews that are really like living around Hasidim. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're dealing with a group of
like honestly.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a multi-story like Jewish school that has one of those gigantic Hasid posters about like I can never remember like any of the terminology they use, but basically like that the Rebbe, like the rabbi who's like the second coming is coming back any day now, and it's like it's like all the Chabad guys, like the Chabad people have like a big old base over here.
Are those the guys that when it's a high holiday they try and give you a menorah and shit? That's those guys, right? Yeah. And they're like, "Are you Jewish?"
No. I've been accosted by like a lot of them.
Yeah. I mean, that's the neighborhood. So yeah, I mean, I think you already know it, but the answer is you can't win with them, so you can either play nice or tell them to go fuck themselves. So that's up to you, as long as you know the consequences of each.
No, you're right. Yeah. I mean, we bought our condo. We're going to be living here for a while. So
those people are not going to change, my man. I know the exact type of people, and we both know they are not going to, they're going to ebb and flow on how intense they are based on world politics, but they're not believing that stuff for the rest of your life.
That's exactly right. That's the exact proper description of it.
Yep. Well, Zeke, thank you for calling in, man, and that does suck, and that is
thanks for helping me out. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. Take care.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, we could get real on the show, too. Oh, you didn't think that? Oh, we can mess around, but we can also get real? Yeah, we can. I actually have a lot to say, and I'm really fucking smart. Look how bald my head is. It's because my brain got so big. Oh, what's up, Tim? Laypoy. What's up, Tim? That's just crazy, man. I mean, it is fucking crazy. It's like there's so many people, not super close to me, but sort of in my sphere of like family and family friends and stuff, where you're like, bro, you're saying things that make me think that you believe have a completely different worldview than I thought you did before in a matter of seconds based on how you're talking about other human beings' lives. Sorry. Fucking crazy, man. It's fucking crazy times. I feel blessed to have met people in my adult life and been educated at institutions that allow me to think critically about human suffering and not just blindly follow ideology. Okay? Dude, I literally remember when I was like 23, I was thinking of going on Birthright because I was like, oh, I know Israel's bad, but like Birthright's fine or whatever. Like I'd been to Oberlin, and fucking Sarah Sherman and her boyfriend Dan had to be like, don't go on Birthright. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like what? Like, huh? Like, and I was 23. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't that young. And I did it, and it was like and I feel lucky that I have friends that would tell me how it is, dude. Truly. Like, I feel very lucky for that. And not everyone has that. Or like honestly, Sarah Sherman, yes. And yeah, like that's Sarah Sherman. Yes. And I remember we were literally sitting in my car and they were like, literally, we talked about it for hours because because I had literally, even as like left leaning as I was at that point, had never interrogated it, dude. I just said, and that's kind of the point I was making with Zeke is I think as a Jewish person and honestly as an American and just our like ties to Israel sociopolitically, I think a lot of people don't confront it, you know, because especially anyone who's like 35 and below, because we were all raised in the fucking post 9/11 era where Israel was shown as this like bastion of our values in a place full of our enemies, you know. And even if you don't think that you're getting fucking that shit is seeping into you, it is. It just is, you know? That's funny. And the secret is you don't have to be Jewish to go on Birthright. Anyone can go. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I you know, and I don't think I think I'm probably preaching to the choir at anyone that would be watching this stream because I think I make it pretty clear with the stuff I believe, but I don't know. It's just it's a weird thing, man. Oh yeah. How was it? Oh, that's great. God, I love both of them. I think it's such a funny show. I love Sarah to death, and we know Sarah's funny. I just think Jack Bensinger has, to me, been pretty much the funniest guy I've known my adult life, and I just think he's fucking hilarious, man. If you've never watched Jack Bensinger's videos, he's like he used to edit a lot of videos for Conor O'Malley. He's so fucking funny. Tim, obviously, friend of him as well. He's so fucking funny, man. I've always loved him. Jack King. Maddie, are you making the reference to when he would do the fake Zach King videos on Vine? I gotta go check Jack out. Alan. Oh, that's great. Did Alan do the thing about the dicks? Did he do the AI one? That is so funny, Maddie. That's a deep cut reference. Okay, so that SVT, that also is an incredible set. I love Alan, obviously also the GOAT. I feel very blessed in my adult life. I get to know people as funny as them, truly. The one where he was wearing the chainmail cough. There's one where Jack is wearing a chainmail like helmet and he goes to a like freestyle open mic and does this rap. It's so funny. Hold on, I'll post it in the chat. It's worth seeing with your own damn eyes. Oh. Hold on. Jack Bensinger. Fucking love this video, man. Let's see if I can find it. Sleep deprivation car. Yeah, I'll look for a sec. If not, I'll post it in the Discord, but I don't know how easy I'll be able to find it. They can imitate you. Oh, no. Okay, just give me 1 second. Basically, give me 1 second. He's wearing the fucking chainmail. God damn it. It's the funniest shit in the world, man. Yeah. I found it. I'll post it in the chat. I love this video. Watch it right now. I don't give a fuck. All right, folks, we got 10 minutes left. If you need any goddamn advice, this is the place to motherfucking get it. Any goddamn advice? This is the place to motherfucking get it. New Fortnite season tomorrow, everybody. Need some advice on your how to awesomely. I'm gonna start posting videos on YouTube about how to unlock Fortnite skins and use an AI voice of a child and go viral. Chat, Fortnite. No, Jakey, if you want to see that, you watch the VOD. That's over. We don't do that here anymore. I said what I needed to say on the matter of Family Guy. I am going to be playing Fortnite tomorrow morning, though. I want to be clear. Ooh, we also have a goodbye screen now. Tanner made more music for the set. Would you rather marry JF or DBJ? Fuck DBJ in a heartbeat, man. Imagine being married to Jesse, dude. JF. Crank. He's cranky. He's a crank. I love the man. But god damn. Dealing with that shit all day. Blah. No. I've never met someone who has such strong, hard opinions about culture being bad and seems to only take in the worst culture imaginable, if that makes sense. Brother. It's like, yeah, dude, it's bad. You don't have to watch that shit. This is the clip, but it's by clip, it's a DM I sent to JF. Yep. I love the man. I literally would just DM him today how thankful I am to know him. It's been almost a year since I met those boys. Can't believe it. Love those guys. Hey, I love trash too. Freaking Oscar the Grouch over here when it comes to movies I'm watching. Did you hear that? Like freaking Oscar the Grouch when it comes to the movies I'm watching. You been crying? No, I just look like this, dude. I just look like this. I just get red. I don't know about y'all. If you in your early to mid 30s, I hit about 30. Shit, man. I sweat like a fucking pig. I'm always sweating. I'm a sweaty, bald guy. Oh, I'm looking in the mirror. Oh, what happened to my beautiful youth? Oh, brother. I don't know, man. I don't know how that shit changed. I literally been going to the gym. I'm completely soaked through my shirt no matter what by the end of the gym. I don't know. Is it also because I drink caffeine and take Zins all day? Couldn't help the situation, but I'm not going to stop that, so what do you want me to do about it? I used a towel at the gym that by the time I was done was literally soaking wet. Soaking wet. Didn't used to be like that, but maybe I pushed myself harder too. Let's fucking go. I'm going to get so swole it's going to scare people. It's going to make you not want to watch the stream because you know I'm going to be hitting that HGH, unfortunately. I don't like to admit it, and I'm not doing it now. Well, I can't show you the six-pack now, Tim. This is later down the line we can show you the six-pack. I'm going to be on that Joe Rogan shit. I already lost the hair. Might as well lose the testicles as well. Take that HGH. Start doing MMA fighting. Maybe I'll get into fighting. That would be a thing for a guy who preferred being inside to being outside his entire existence on Earth. 31 spins around. I did not see Rogan's special. Is Rogan get that GART build? Brother, foolish mofo. That's exactly right. I want to do that. I'm probably going to get redder as I get more muscular. I'd like to think so. I'd like to think I'm going to get redder. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm going full hog. I got a personal trainer. I'm going to the gym 5 days a week. I've never gone to the gym 5 days a week in my entire fucking life. And I can't stop. I'm getting addicted to it. I don't know. I never thought I'd be this guy, but I'm going fucking hard, dude. I'm eating fucking turkey jerky all the goddamn time. And fucking barbell protein bars that make me feel like shit, but they taste really good. They taste like candy. So what am I supposed to do? Not eat them? Not tin chicken mode. I'm not going tin chicken mode, and I'm not going to blend the chicken up into the blender. But I'm getting crazy, man. I'm getting crazy with it. I go to the gym. Also, I think something happened where I'm like, fuck it, I'm 31. I'm going to watch anime on my phone at the gym no matter what. If I'm on the treadmill, if I'm on the bike, I'm watching fucking anime. I don't really care who sees. I'm 31. I've been in a relationship for 5 years. Who gives a fuck? And I'm saying that, I'd like to think I'm the type of guy that normally be like, oh, I don't care. Of course I care. I don't want hot girls at the gym to see me watching fucking Naruto. And nobody wants that. If they don't understand, but actually, it's cool. I'm finishing the new season of Demon Slayer, man. I got the last episode. The last episode. People say it's the best fucking fight of the season. I'm so excited. And then I'm going to go back to watching the One Piece episodes I haven't seen. I think that too, it is also a crazy thing. I'm sure you all feel this. It is so wild watching anime and video game culture and comics obviously become mainstream from where it, like the fact that if you go to, I remember a thing that really made me go, holy shit, is the first time I went to Las Vegas, all the toy stores, like all the little like stands where they were like selling things to tourists, like families, were just all anime shit. And I was like, oh, right. Because that's all this is. This is all we like. This is what everyone likes. And we all watched it growing up because we were all raised on Toonami, and now those are the adults, and our professional athletes all watched it too. It's not weird. This guy in my gym wears a Michael Vick jersey all the time, and he watches videos of hot girls working out while he works out. Wearing a Michael Vick jersey in 2024 is the craziest shit I've ever heard of. Is it because he like is like he didn't do anything wrong? He's a great player. Like that's so crazy. Like the Michael Vick jersey to me is crazier than watching videos of hot girls working out while he works out. Because I understand that. I've seen plenty of people at the gym do shit as weird as that. Definitely when it comes to sort of like weird sort of sexual gender politics of the gym. But wearing the Michael Vick jersey is crazy. That's crazy. How ripped is he though? That's the question. Because maybe he knows something we don't. I think I would rather wear an OJ jersey than a Michael Vick jersey, to be honest. There's like a cultural sort of understanding that OJ is like, there's like a, I don't want to say a silliness to it, but he's insanely ripped. Of course he is. Yeah, that makes sense. That's probably the only way he could really get away with something like that. I assumed he was insanely ripped because he knows that no one's going to say shit to him and maybe he wants them to. Really? I don't know. I think OJ jersey over Michael Vick jersey. I don't know, man. But that's where we have to turn the question. And this is where we'll end the stream tonight. You have to think to yourself, is it worse to kill one person or a lot of dogs? And it's up to you, the viewer, to decide. I know where I stand on the issue. Sorry. I know where I stand on the issue. You're not going to like what I'm not going to say because I don't think you're going to like that shit. I don't think you're going to like what I say, where I stand. Oh, all right, folks. Well, this has been a fun stream. Okay, this has been a fun stream. We really went off tonight. Thank you all for calling in. Thank you all for being here. Let's raid Uncle Joe. Yeah, we'll raid Uncle Joe. We just did a show with him. See you guys in the morning for Fortnite new season. I wish I wasn't as excited as I am, but I am. And please, on the way out, enjoy the beautiful new music by Tanner for the end song. Thank you all. I will see you tomorrow.